Finally had a warm enough day to thaw all the ice and stuff that was built up under the engine bay of this old girl. We picked it up and it was a solid block of ice under there. You couldn't see anything. It was so full of ice and frozen, I think, raccoon shit maybe. But anyway, finally got a chance to get the hood up and see what kind of motor we got, power plant, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's a 65 389. Obviously it's a 66 GTO, so that'd be wrong engine for the car, but nonetheless it is a Pontiac. It's originally a 4-speed car. It's been sitting in a, I don't know what you even want to call it, an old transport trailer for God knows how long. It's been off the road since 1972. I think it was somebody's old hot rod, old race car. It's got a Hearst line lock on it. It's kind of neat. Someone ran a fuel line through where the original Z-bar would have been. But I think it's got a power glide or something in it right now. I'm assuming they raced it. But it still has the original red lines on it. It's kind of cool. Original to that era anyway. But that's pretty neat. I mean, the car only shows... Get a light. The car only shows 24,000 miles, I think. Yeah, 24,000. Which I'm going to say probably is correct, because if you look at this old Sunoco oil change, you see the last time it had an oil change was 20,000. So, as it being off the road for that long and oil change, I'm going to say it's pretty accurate. Obviously, the car is pretty rusty, but nonetheless, still a pretty neat car. Someone put old 2-speed shifter in it. Got a tack. Floor pans aren't terrible. Just a little, hole where that body plug, whatever you want to call it, would have been. Actually, and the seats are pretty decent shape too. Granted, I mean, the backing plates are, surface rust, but pretty decent set of seats. The rear floor pans are real nice. I got to get it cleaned up still. And the back seats are immaculate. He had them in a storage building inside. So I'm going to say that saved the seats. But yeah, not too bad for a set of 60-year-old seats. But when we picked it up, someone broke the key off in the trunk. So we had no idea what was back there other than, what we could see from the back seat area. So I fucked around with it and got it popped open. And looks like we have pretty complete car for the most part. Pretty complete disassembled car anyway. But see, they got the old, I don't know what you want to call that, grill bezel. Quite a few missing parts in there that we were hoping would have been in there. Obviously the grill inserts, which look to be real nice. I mean, as nice as, it could be for someone throwing shit on it. But both of them are there. The trunk floor looks pretty decent. Here, let me set you down. I'm going to guess either the car had a front end damage or it was rusty when, I don't know, someone was trying to fix it because there's an extra radiator support. And that one isn't that great a shape either, so God only knows. But I mean, it looks pretty, for the most part, everything there, all the trim, lower quarter trim panels. I'm assuming this is probably your rear window, your bottom left rear window panel, some uppers. I believe this is for a 65 GTO or Le Mans Tempest, pretty sure. So I don't know what the hell that's doing in here, but whatever. But it's got an extra shifter. I don't know what the hell that's out of either. Probably another 2-speed for something. No idea. But we got the headlight bezels. And some kind of, looks like the 4-speed glove box or something. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, there's a cigarette tray full of raccoon shit. There's some original emblems. I think that's the battery tray holder, or battery hold down. Another emblem. Yeah, it's kind of just a slew hodgepodge of shit. Looks like the deck lid GTO trim badge. And I have no idea what that is. It says Hurst on it, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, some trim badge for a shifter. Pencil. Yeah, miscellaneous shit. Some more GTO emblem stuff, but thought it was kind of neat. If you look, this old electric fuel pump, which is pretty damn cool. They have it real nicely, probably twist taped together right there. Ran right through the body plug hole and your fuel line that goes to nowhere. But yeah, that's kind of neat. Another cigarette tray for something. There's some more trim in here. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the quarter panel trim, but that's not a big deal. I mean, find them at the Pontiac Nationals and whatnot. But all around, a pretty decent car. Like I said, it's no gem. I mean, it's kind of cool that it's still around, but you know, it's got rust, obviously, in the tail panel. It's got rust in the quarters and a little bit in the rockers, but you know, find another 66 GTO 4-speed car that's still, you know, decent fixable shape. It's getting harder and harder to find. But our plan for this is to hopefully maybe get the engine running if it's not stuck, and I guess go from there. And if it is, find a 389 for it. Maybe put the 4-speed back in it. Got kind of a few of them on the shelf at home. But yeah, just want to get it vacuumed up and see what we got. Another kind of cool thing is whoever had it put racing stripes on it at one point. They're gold, or what's left of them. But so I don't know if it was someone's, I don't know, pro stock race car. Even there's gold down here, which is kind of cool. And that's under the original paint too. So I don't know if that was a special trim option or what. Even if you look at the hood, there's gold underneath, and there's stripes. Like the rest of the car underneath the fender, that's straight red oxide primer. So I don't know. It's kind of neat, but yeah, we'll get around to cleaning it up and fixing it, and maybe we'll find a build sheet and yeah, whatnot. But it's a pretty cool old ride, and it's post-car too, which is kind of neat. It's only got a 10 bolt in the rear. No idea the gears, but yeah, pretty cool old ride. Got some more of the trunk pulled out, or trunk, yeah, trim pulled out. Took the front seat out, but I believe, I don't know if I said this already, but this to me looks like 67 GTO quarter trim. There's only, I believe, one. So I'm not sure what the hell that's about, but whatever, we'll keep her. Some sill plate trim. I mean, the package tray really is not in bad shape at all. If you guys looked at any of my other videos, I have a Burgundy 66 gasser that I built. That car was in similar shape. It was actually worse. You could stand. There was nothing left in the trunk. I mean, after you hit it with a hammer, it just fell right apart. But kind of similar to this car, it is ironic that it's been off the road, well, when I bought it in 2020, but it's sat since 1972 as well. And that was a New York car, where this is a PA car that's been off the road since 72. So that's kind of neat that, you know, both 66s I now have been off the road to similar times. But this car is by far more complete. It may be a little uglier, but once you clean it up and wet sand and buff it, a lot of it anyway, fix some, obviously, you know, the simple dog leg of the fenders and whatnot. Obviously needs a radiator support. Lower quarters. These quarters are actually a lot nicer than mine. Paint not so much, but tail panel a lot nicer. Like I said, the trunk is a hell of a lot nicer. When I got that 66, that Burgundy one, it was literally, there were no seats in it. Well, I shouldn't say that. There was Camaro seats in it that were just thrown in there. And you open the door, and there was shit stacked up to here. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It's literal, like, raccoon shit. Lead ingots. Just, and tons of parts for cars that weren't even it. I guess. Really weird. Like, there were four or five sets of heads thrown in the back. Intakes, timing covers, valve covers, you name it. It was just thrown in there. And I shit you not, it was stacked up to the top of the door, just full of shit. And by the time we got it all out and I started hitting the floors with it, it was yeah, it needed an entire floor pan. I'll have a video coming out on that too. Mainly just pictures, but nonetheless, still kind of a cool flip. From, you know, it being such a raggedy piece of, as some people would call it, shit. But definitely would have been someone's parts car. Kind of like this. Someone sees this and they think it's, you know, no good. Just a parts car. Take all the trim out off it, the dash, whatnot. I mean, and then pretty much scrap the rest. I don't like that. I like, I don't know, I guess bring them back from the dead. It's kind of cool. Not everybody, obviously you can see the radiator support shot, but not everybody can afford, you know, something shiny that they only drive on sunny days. Where, I mean, I don't know. I just like this old stuff. Deserves to be brought back to life. They're getting harder and harder to find. But yeah, it's going to be a cool little project. And of course, I got the pups here helping me out. It's a little rainy out here, so they're not really, well, what the hell? They don't give a shit. Rain, wet, cold, mud. They love it. Stay tuned and see what we do with her. Probably going to be a little bit, but it'll be worth it.